what is an effective treatment to acne marks? Can dark circles be really lightened? Do glutathione treatments have side effects? Fungal acne safe, sunscreens available in India. How to take care of congested, dehydrated, cystic acne prone skin. How to get rid of pigmentation around mouth area. Let's move on to the next question. And this one is from Helen_BB. And this question is, can microneedling, PRP, etc. remove scars and pores permanently?
For scars, yes. If the scars are box shaped or any other scars, microneedling will definitely help, along with PRP also.
What is box shaped scar? I remember even Dr. Ashok speaking about box shaped scars in the beginning.
There are different type of scars. There are rolling scars, there are box type, there are ice picked. So ice picked means these are dot scars. Okay, then rolling are the ones which are little like this in shape, U in shape, and the box shape are little square shaped ones. And the microneedling definitely it will help for scars. Then regarding open pores they respond very well to the QCS laser, especially laser toning. When you apply carbon peel, so these carbon goes and accumulate inside the pore. So whenever you hit with the laser, so it tightens the surrounding area. That's how the open pores reduce in size. So these all are temporary, but microneedling and all, it improves the collagen synthesis. That's how the scars raise up. Even PRP also helps in remodeling the collagen, and all the blood circulation improves with that. So the scars also definitely improves, but it is not something miraculous like you do one session and it improves. It takes like around 5 to 6 sessions to show little improvement, and at interval of maybe like around 3 weeks to 1 month.
Okay, all right.
Just to add on, I think derma rolling is one of the basic procedures, simplest procedures, which cheapest procedures which we carry out. Again, that has its own restrictions. It's not going to give out results like that equivalent to lasers. Lasers are much more superior. They're going to give you excellent results.
Sounds very interesting. Okay, we could talk all day about this, but let's move on to the next question. So this one is from Aizu. This question is, should glycolic acid be avoided for skin of color, and why? Thanks, you're amazing. I think that amazing is about me. I'm gonna take it. Okay, I'm just being funny. All of you are amazing.
So I don't think so. You should be actually considering your skin color and then thinking whether you should be using glycolic acid or not. Yes, people who have less melanin in their skin or who are fairer, they don't have a lot of adverse reactions to glycolic acid. So yeah, they might be able to use a higher percentage than a person who has little darker skin tone, because a person who has little darker skin tone might have more side effects. Side effects in sense, what can happen is you might get redness in that area, you might get slight irritation, itching in that area, exfoliation means peeling of the skin might be much more in those cases as compared to a fairer skinned person. But that doesn't mean that you cannot use it. That doesn't mean if somebody is prescribing you glycolic acid and if you're a dark skin tone, that person is doing something wrong to you. Okay. In those cases, what you can do is start from a lower percentage. Go gradually, you increase the percentage of glycolic acid in your skin regime. And the second thing I would like to add is, always use glycolic acid preparations or any kind of depigmenting agents in the night. Never use them in day. Okay. Second thing, always add sunscreen and a moisturizer to your regime if you are going for all these kinds of things.
Yeah, glycolic acid is generally well tolerated.
Yes.
80% of the patients who used it had experienced an improvement in their skin texture in terms of smoother and brighter looking skin.
Yes, yes.
It is also one of the most widely studied acid on all skin tones, so it is completely safe.
There is nothing harmful.
And if in doubt, you can always start with a lower concentration and go high.
So you're saying that our skin can build tolerance over time to something like glycolic acid. So if you start 5%, it's completely fine. And then you can slowly, over the course of time, you be the judge of your skin, if you can tolerate, and then slowly you can build it up. Okay.
Yeah, and Not only the concentration, even the contact time can be reduced. Instead of applying the formulation for a longer time and leaving it overnight, you can just apply it for an hour or so and remove it off. Again, this is also one more safe technique which you can follow, other than reducing the concentration.
I agree completely. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll move on to the next question, and this is from Ria Rui Das. Please help for dark lips and dark underarms.
As the words I always repeat, it's multifactorial. Okay, so we have to look into the cause again. First thing, which most of the reason, one of the commonest reason for dark lips is dry lips. Dryness over the lips is going to cause it, or it could be excessive sun exposure. It could be an habit like lip licking. So when I said hydration, you're not supposed to lick your lips to cause the hydration. You have to, externally supply it through some form of sunscreen or some form of a moisturizer. And then we have we have UV-switched 1064 nanometer lasers, which can give very excellent results when it comes to lips. And again, it requires multiple sittings.
Okay. At home remedies.
Anu ma'am.
Another common reason of people landing up with lip pigmentation is smoking.
Smoking.
I wanted to leave it out, so.
Aha!
No.
Let the person smoke.
No, but it is really one of the common reasons.
Yeah, but
Yes, ma'am, I took your advice.
Yes, basically stop smoking. Yeah.
Smoking
Okay.
is very bad to your skin. Stay away from it. Okay.
But it's not like, when speaking about skin and smoking, it's not just the lips, right? It's even like the youthfulness of your skin. There's overall damage to your vanity aspect, right? When you smoke.
Yes. There are clear-cut studies which prove that age-related changes are accelerated in patients who are chronic smokers.
So the next question, I'm not going to say the name of it because it's kind of like a private question. So I'm assuming that the writer wouldn't want her name published. The question is how to treat butt pigmentation or dark private parts.
Compared to the body, the private parts are a little more darker because usually they are in a form of a folds. But butt pigmentation being darker, that is hardly heard of. There can be many causes for that. One is multiple microtrauma which can happen to it, can lead to pigmentation. When it heals into pigmentation. If that's the case, then any depigmentary agents can work on that, as well as different modalities of treatment like peeling and everything can do the work also. Along with that, other reasons can be friction, as well as when you see if you are obese or something, if you are more on the higher side of the weight, if you keep on rubbing, the friction itself can cause pigmentation. So for that, use a good moisturizer. And other reasons can be hormonal as well.
Yeah. I just want to add something. Yeah, I think that butt pigmentation is very normal, especially for Asian and Indian skin tones. Unless you want to be in a porn mode or something, it's very normal. You learn to live with it.
You want to cover it up anyway. Why are you bothered about it?
I would like to add something.
So I feel it is kind of a personal choice. If somebody is bothered by the color of their butt, yeah, naturally Asians have darker skin tone in some of their private areas like genitals.
Okay, now I noticed there is a recurring thing. Like, of course, all of you are professionals and you're dermatologists and you carry out, treatments. But a lot of viewers of mine might be writing in hoping to get something of an at-home remedy, a DIY. So would you recommend... I know, of course, when you think about doing a laser or a dermatologist treatment, there is no comparison, putting yogurt on your bum. But is there something that people can do at home as well for these kind of, darker private parts or hyperpigmentation? Is there anything that, people can do at home?
No, don't put anything. Why do you want to put something over there and get yourself any dermatitis and things like that? You apply anything in those areas, definitely you have to go see a dermatologist. Definitely you'll burn yourself.
So if you're really looking for us to suggest some product, keep it moisturized. That's all I can say.
Yeah, moisturizer is good enough.
Moisturizer should be,
Okay, so something simple that our viewers can take away is just moisturize. When it comes to the body also,
And
when it
lose
comes to
weight.
face also.
Yeah.
And lose weight.
Lose weight, yeah. That itself will solve half of the problems.
Speaking about weight, there's also like this whole body positivity movement that is happening. So when I just want to speak for Dr. Malcolm here, when he says lose weight, it's not speaking in a way derogatory. It's not saying you are not beautiful if you're not a certain size. It's just, for like pigmentation, for health benefits, it's better to be on a healthier, weight scale.
Be healthy. That's what I meant more.
The next question is from Payal Disha 1. The question is, really want some help for wrinkles and fine lines.
I cannot assume what is your age. Okay, so we will start, maybe you are around 30 to 40 years of age. Okay, so if you have fine lines, you might be having fine lines around your eyes, or perioral, some lines you might be seeing, or there might be some deepening of your nasolabial fold. What you can do at home: start with your diet. Take a lot of water. Make sure you adhere to your sunscreen and moisturizer regime. Third thing, tretinoin or retinoids containing preparations, they help a lot in case of reducing the fine wrinkles. Again, retinoids come with a side effect of dryness and irritation. Again, use it under the cover of moisturizer and sunscreen. And then there is diet. If you take a lot of antioxidants in your diet, you take a lot of colored fruits, peach, apple, orange, apricots, they help. Then something which we always neglect is pollution. There have been multiple studies which have shown that how pollution can lead to generation of so many toxins in your body and actually lead to the formation of wrinkles. Then there is some relation to sleeping posture. Sleeping on the right side, then you might get wrinkles earlier on the right side of your face as compared to the left side. So sleeping in a supine position, I mean like straight with your head up, is the best thing.
But really, how many of us can sleep on the back, right? I can't even fall asleep on the back.
That's true. It's very difficult to be in that position all the time.
Let's move on to the next one. This one is from neon.photon. I'm going to say that she's either a Big Bang Theory fan or she's a wannabe engineer. Yeah, girl. Okay, anyways, the question is fear-mongering on essential oils and fragrances justified?
So first we'll deal with the fragrance part. Now there is a lot of fear coming up about fragrances being present in the creams which we use. Okay, see, if you have allergy to one of the fragrance, then only it matters. You don't have to always go for products which are paraben free or which are fragrance free. Only if you're allergic to one kind of fragrance or if you're allergic to paraben, then only it is going to harm you. Okay, it's not like everybody is allergic. Out of 100, 98% of us, they don't get allergy to any of these products. People who have sensitive skin or people who have atopy, they get these kind of rashes very soon. So for them, I would advise you should use something which is fragrance free and paraben free. But others of you can always do a test patch on your skin. Now coming to essential oils, I actually find it very beneficial. I don't think so there is any harm in using essential oils in your skincare regime. Even like rosemary oil, it adds sunscreen effect to your preparations. And tea tree oil has anti-acne effect, anti-inflammatory effect. So I don't think so you should be that worried. But again, do a small test patch if you're really worried and then go ahead with the preparation.
Okay.
But it should not stop you from using everything in the market which is just labeled because it has fragrance. It has essential oil, you cannot use it. It is not like that at all.
And again, I just want to pitch in as a non-doctor over here. I feel like a lot of brands and a lot of individuals are coming out with a lot of fear-mongering with essential oils and fragrances because at the end of the day, everybody has a skincare company or a skincare product to sell today, So for example, if today I'm launching something that's fragrance free, the biggest business model for me would be to come out and say, listen, fragrance is the worst, it's the evil. So I feel like a lot of this also comes from marketing point of view, the consumerism point of view. So it's also very wise to take whatever you see generally on the internet with a pinch of salt, I've also read that fragrance is used as a stabilizer. It's also used as a preservative in a lot of formula. And if there is no fragrance, imagine putting something that smells like rotten eggs and hydrochloric acid on your face. Nobody wants to do that either. You want, at the end of the day, something pleasant when it is skincare, right?
Yeah.
So as Jovita told, please, Anna.
No.
No, as Jovita was telling, it's basically a marketing trick. So when you're going to launch a new product, you want to actually, sound better than the other products which are there in the market.
Okay, so the next question is from Ankita1326. And the question is, are face tools like collagen roller and ice globes required? Does Jade roller suffice? I'm also going to add to her question, I'm also going to put in the gua sha.
So all these devices basically, what do? Is they massage your skin in a certain way which increases your circulation and causes the reduction of the lymphatic which is deposited there. Okay, most of the times these things are marketed as all-time technique or one thing for everything. You can just use this and you overcome all your problems. What do you say in Hindi? Like 100 bimari ki ek dawa. It is not gonna work like that. It has nothing to do with collagen production. For collagen production to happen, you actually have to go inside your skin, stimulate it from almost like 1.5 millimeter below that. Just rolling something from top of your skin is not going to enhance the collagen production in any way. For a feel-good effect, it's a good tool.
I have a follow-up question to that. So what if you just use your fingers to massage your face instead of any of these tools? Does it do the same thing?
Yeah. So what was the point of adding a jade? Jade is basically a stone.
Yeah.
Okay. So that stone is a non-porous material. It doesn't accumulate any bacteria on top of it. And the other thing is jade is always a cold stone. It always stays at a low temperature.
Yeah.
So it provides you that effect. If you use your fingers, you will get the same kind of massage. You don't have to invest, as Jovita rightly said. I would say that but little soothing effect is extra with the roller.
It's just a feel-good factor, right? Like, just if you want to invest in a little tool at the end of the night, if you like a little pamper session, me time.
Yeah, correct.
In that way, I feel it's a good thing. You have a nice little jade tool or a sapphire. They have a lot of stones now. But I don't think it's a must-have.
Nowadays, we see these face washes which come with these brushes and all.
Yeah.
Do you really require a brush along with the face wash? No, you can still do it with your hands.
I actually think it's bad to have a brush attached to your face wash because bacteria can grow in those brushes, right?
One thing. Yes.
How
Jovita
clean
is
can it
completely
get?
right. Yes. And the other thing is, every time you use a brush to exfoliate your skin, you're over-exfoliating your skin.
From Christine Sarah Thomas. Is it possible to get permanently rid of ashy underarms through minor surgery, injection or procedures?
There are multitudes of conditions which can cause, underarm pigmentation. We have some infections causing pigmentation underarm, and we have certain metabolic conditions on the long run can cause, velvety thickening of the underarms. When it comes to the infections, it could be a minor fungus infection called pityriasis versicolor, or it could be a colonization of a cornybacterium species called as erythrasma. So any of these conditions, you just treat the underlying infection, the pigmentation is going to vanish away, and then eventually the patient picking up a healthy lifestyle.
No, but the question was surgery. There is no surgery as such.
No, there is no surgeries as such. There are some lifestyle modifications and certain catalytic agents and some lightening agents which can be used to lighten the pigment
And peels.
and peels.
So I think what she meant by surgery is like are there any procedures which can reduce underarm
I think chemical peels is a good thing. We have to start with a very low concentration of the peel and then gradually climb up.
So what about diabetes?
Yeah, you have to keep your diabetes under control. You have to start working out. You have to pull down your weight. All those things. Even thyroid disorders can cause this sort of pigmentations again. So you take care of the thyroid. But again, it's a little difficult whenever it comes to metabolic because the patient is going through a lot. It's very easy to dictate terms inside.
Quick question. What about deodorants and friction? When you wear, say, sleeveless clothing, there's a lot of friction, right? So can deodorants or friction cause darkening of underarms?
Yes. Friction can definitely cause darkening of underarms. In deodorants, you have some kind of fragrance present which can cause photosensitizing effect, and it can lead to some kind of pigmentation because of a molecule called as mergaptan. But it is not common in every person. It occurs again in people who are allergic to that specific molecule. It doesn't occur in each and every one of us using a deodorant. So it's not bad to use deodorants. Girls, please keep on putting it.
Okay, so next question is from Leah Vergis, and the question is how to fix strawberry skin.
So, hi Leah Vergis. So, the thing is, strawberry skin is a very, kind of a non-specific term. I think people usually refer to it when they see those black dots on the skin, or they see wide hair follicle openings on their skin. So it can occur due to a lot of reasons. There is no one particular reason or one particular treatment for it. So for example, now if you did shaving, if you do shaving in the opposite direction, you might get ingrowth of the hair. That might lead to strawberry kind of skin. If you have clogged pores in which dirt and sebum is accumulated, that might lead to strawberry skin. So there is nothing one particular reason I can give you. That's why there is no one particular treatment also. But yeah, something which will definitely help you in your routine is weekly once exfoliation of your skin. If possible, you can add some glycolic acid to your cream, okay, followed by moisturize every day. If you have dry skin, moisturize twice a day. Use a very gentle cleanser on your skin. Don't be very harsh. For daily bath, when you're using something, use something which is creamy base rather than using something which is gel based. Last resort to it would be laser hair removal, which you can do.
Something to add, yeah. The glycolic acid and even salicylic acid, it can be very effective in that, yeah.
Yes. And retinoids. But again, these things take time. They don't show miraculous results in a month or so. It is a very gradual process.
Anyways, let's move on to the next question. The question is from Harsha Prasad 2803, and the question is darkness around neck, PCOS and thyroid cause, but something external to help reduce it. Thanks JOVI, thanks to you guys as well.
Yeah, I'll take the question again. So again, we're dealing in the same areas only. Okay, whether it's going to be an underarm pigmentation or the neck, all these crural areas, it's mainly because of a metabolic problem. I mean, a hormonal problem.
Now, this patient, she's particularly suffering from polycystic ovarian disease and hypothyroidism. So, in this, what happens is your insulin resistance starts developing. Okay, so your insulin, which is working that fine in your body, is not working properly. You have more of insulin and IGF, some receptors, which lead to thickening of the skin over time, which leads to pigmentation. It is actually not the color, it is actually the thickened skin which is causing the apparent pigmentation. Okay, so that's why lifestyle modification is important, because once you start working on your diet, you start exercising, and some of the time, most of the times I give my patients metformin, oral metformin, which we give to diabetic patients, because it improves your insulin resistance. That time your skin thickening starts reversing a bit, and it will help. So yeah, in other conditions like facial pigmentation, you don't need to do all that.
So the next question is from Rutu Jav J. What would be that magic one skincare product that would serve maximum purpose?
Okay, maybe all of us can give one answer,
How about all of you doing it together? 3, 2, 1, go!
Moisturizer.
Moisturizer should be there, but I was going to, hum logo ne socha tha sunscreen with a moisturizer, so we were thinking of sunscreen first. Because all the sunscreens, they contain a little bit of moisturizer in them. So that's what we thought.
No, but what miracle steroid does, nothing does.
Steroid. I would have said retinoid, if I pitched in as well. I would have been like retinoid.
Steroid is not safe. Yeah, but it's a miracle drug.
Yeah, but it's not safe, but people do recommend it on daily usage, retinoids, especially to prevent age-related changes.
Yes. After 40 years.
Yeah. Can prevent some amount of age-related changes, or at least can delay it.
The problem with steroids is, we as dermatologists, we always want to raise more and more awareness to girls and females out there. Please don't use any kind of preparations which claim to lighten your skin tone, available over the counter. Nobody will label the drug as steroid preparation and please use to whiten your skin. It will be labeled as, Fair and Lovely kind of products, but they actually contain some kind of steroids, which over a period of time, they might help you initially. For 1 year, you will feel very good. Your skin will start lightening and everything. But after a period of time, it will take its own toll on your skin. You will start developing depigmentation, means very, very lightened patches. you start getting hair growth, you start developing thinning of your skin over time, which is kind of irreversible. It's going to stick with you for a very, very long period of time. In fact, I think lifelong if you don't.
It's like a dermatologist will say moisturizer, aesthetic dermatologist will say sunscreen, and a quack will say steroids.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and again, looking for all these miracle products, miracle treatments, this is going to just, it's just going to lead us on a wild bunny hunt. Okay. So let's be realistic and let's stick to what is possible, not daydream.
That was so mildly put, but yeah, a good point though. We need to have realistic expectations. We can't always be looking at ads. We can't be looking at people with perfect skin because of makeup and, a lot of filters these days. And expect that kind of skin in real life as well. Nobody has that kind of skin.
so true, so true.
Yeah. Social media plays a huge role, influencing people. All look for this, and they don't understand that it is quite not possible, And even the so-called celebrities have to come out with it.
Yeah,
And,
all these YouTubers,
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry, I was not talking about you.
Really?
No, it is an uphill battle which we are fighting as dermatologists. We run into one or the other OTC products every now and then. Patient lands up. It's very easily accessible to them. The thing is that they are not properly educated how to use them and what is that? Why is it used? And for what is it used? How long should be used?
So that brings us to the end of all of the 18 questions that my followers sent in to me. Thank you so much, doctors, for taking the time to answer everything in so much depth and detail. They definitely helped us out. And I also want to speak to my viewers and let you guys know if you have any further questions, you can leave them down in my comment section and we can try to get them back. You never know. We might try. We could make arrangements. Guys, I have to tell you that the time is 12:35 a.m. right now. So we are really grateful to you guys keeping your time free for us. And before you sign off, is there anything you want to ask me with respect to social media or anything that you've been curious about? Because I've asked you so many questions, Anything go for it.
Jovita, I just know that you've been doing this for 9 years. So how has been your journey?
Wow. How do I say that in one sentence? I choke if I could get comfortable now. Well, the journey, it's been a huge up and down. Like when I started 9 years ago, there was nobody else in India who was doing this. It was just me and 2 other girls, and even people who I knew, my personal friends and stuff, used to tease me a lot. Like, oh, you film yourself and put it on YouTube? Like, what kind of a loser mind is that, But today it's a whole business, it's a whole industry. So, yeah, from when I started to today, the whole thing has shifted like an insane amount. To say the least, it's been a very interesting journey. At that time, I had a full 9-to-5 job because nobody started at that time thinking this is going to be a job, But about, say, 4 years ago, I quit my day job because this was pretty good. Yeah. And also to meet people like you, I've met people like from all industries, it's an amazing avenue to network, meet people, talk, have conversations. It's really fulfilling like that also. So, yeah, that was a really nice question. And I try to keep it as short as possible. Yeah.
I hope your story, inspirational stories will, reach much more and, more girls will come out doing this.
No, but they should be doing it more ethically how Jovita is doing, not spreading misinformation on social media just because of some amount of money, not misleading public and leading to a lot of problems for other people, That should not be the way. How she is doing it, yes, people should follow.
You guys, how do I make the payment now?
Thank you for inviting us, giving us this excellent platform, and I think we could answer some of your audience's doubts. I wish it was educational. I hope your viewers are going to stay from the harm's way, looking for miracles, and consult their friendly dermatologist.
Once again, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. We had a really nice time.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Mwah. Bye, you guys.